Hey everybody, Darren Elliott once again from the Marketing Bench. I always like to check my emails after doing a presentation, see if any of my listeners out there have any questions. So there were two good ones that I wanted to select, and so I wanted to go over them with you right now. So how about this one? The first one is from Victor B. from North Hollywood. Thank you, Victor, for writing in. Let's see, he's asking, when the vibe isn't there, when you're talking to someone, it could be a one-on-one or a business mixer. If the vibe isn't there, you know it's not the right fit, what's my exit strategy? Of course, it's never to be rude, and I think all of you pretty much know that when something's not right, we never have to tell the person that it's not right. We can always fall back on that in part one, that exit strategy that I have, which is, I think we're supposed to do this funny little thing called networking. So I just wanted to thank you for the conversation. I really enjoyed myself. It was a pleasure meeting you, blah, blah, blah. And then you move on. You never want to leave someone with a bad taste in their mouth, like, oh, that Darren, if he doesn't feel like, you can do business with him, he'll treat you rudely. You never want that kind of reputation in a group or in your industry. So that could be your exit strategy. Bottom line, though, you can make up your own strategy, but just make sure it puts you in a light where you're still kind and you're a professional. Okay. All right. Then we have Stacy D from Huntington Beach. Hello, Stacy. Thank you for writing in. Your question is, what do I do if I'm number 40 out of 45 in a business group and you're giving elevator pitches? I've been there. I know exactly what that's like. And that's when you have to think outside the box. So everyone has been giving an elevator pitch, right? People are starting to fall asleep in their bagel now because they've heard so many elevator pitches. It's falling on deaf ears. And it's entertaining because, you could see probably by the 10th one, everyone's starting to drift now and looking at their phones. So what do? I love actually being that 40th person because I kind of have an outgoing personality. So what I do is I bring everyone back in. Let's say I'm number 40 out of 45. I would say, hello, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Darren Elliott. I can let them know what I do. And I said, I can give you an elevator pitch and I could bore you guys continuously, that you've heard 40 already, but instead I want to give you a pro tip. I want you guys to remember to never, ever, and I'm animating this, of course, and now people are looking up because who's this guy who keeps saying never, ever, and I'm being animated. And I say there's 4 things that you never want to give anyone the responsibility of doing for you. 4 things. And I went through those 4 things. And you won't believe how many times or how many people came up to me afterwards and said, Darren, I'd love to have a meeting with you. I really like what you had to say, what your pro tip was, and I'd like to talk to you about it. Okay, so you guys are thinking, well, what was it? What were those 4 things? I have to know. Okay, of course I'm not going to leave you hanging. Those 4 things you never want anyone else to do for you, except you. Only you are going to do these 4 things. And that is, you're going to buy your domain. You're going to buy your site, like your template. Let's say you're doing WordPress or any of those others. You're going to make the purchase. You're also going to make sure that the analytics is also in your name under your own account. And then we have the domain. You want to make sure that you purchase the domain. So we have hosting, domain, website, and analytics. You want those 4 things to always be under your control. So when I did the 4 tips and they were like, wow, I never was told that, or it created that likability and credibility. And it resonated with a lot of business owners because they were going through hostage situations with their not so cool web developer who decided, hey, I think I'm going to strong arm you for more money because I've registered your domain, so I actually own that stuff. It happens, folks. I mean, it happens, and don't put yourself in that situation. So, use a pro tip, animate, wake them up. That's what I say, and have fun with it. All right. Stacy and Victor, thank you so much for your questions. I will be giving you guys a free 30-minute consultation. And you guys didn't tell me what the business name was, but I want to thank you so much for writing in your question. But just remember, folks, if you have a burning question yourself, please write in to darren@unetdesign.com. I'm happy to answer any of your questions. And certainly, if I post your question, share with the group your question, I want to give you props about your business as well. So tell me about yourself and your business, because I want to help. I love helping. All right, folks. Well, that's it for the Q&A. I hope you learned something from this segment. Now, I am now going to go into a new topic entirely. We're done with the what's in your marketing toolbox, and now we're going to talk about AI, artificial intelligence, because a lot of business owners are thinking, artificial intelligence is beautiful. I don't have to lift a finger or anything. Well, there are benefits, there are risks, and there are drawbacks to the AI. And I want you guys to know, as business owners, what you need to know about AI before you start, bringing in a content writer or start relying on AI content generators yourself. So please tune in. It's going to be, I believe, a 2-part series. And I'll be putting that together with my team right away. So thanks as always for joining me. I'm Darren Elliott, your marketing mensch.